Why did I just say that? Oh god, I make myself cringe sometimes. Today we're going to be doing some EICR remedial work for a landlord that we do quite a lot of work for. Ryan's changing the board. We've just been and picked up on the fuse box this morning for that, because we leave everything to the last minute. So that's why I'm not using a Verso, but if you want Verso, Alert Electrical, code CableSmith, 10% off, next day delivery for free. Yeah, we're using the fuse box today. Well, Ryan is, and I'm doing the other bits and bobs that are in the house, which I'll show you. You don't need to see another fuse board changed here. So first of all, this is one of the things I coded, boiler wiring. First of all, that it's just lashed like that in a storage cupboard. It's asking just to get ripped out, pulled, tugged, and then let me just get me light. And then the fact that they're not actually, try and balance the torch somewhere. The fact that they're just there like this, hanging out at the bottom. So we need to sort that out, because as soon as you catch that, it's just going to rip them out in it. So I coded that, so we'll change that, which I'm going to do first. Second thing that I've coded is there's no earth on any of the lighting circuit at all in this property, which isn't that big of a deal because everything except for one light fitting is plastic. It's all class 2. The light switches are all plastic and the back boxes are all plastic already. I have checked every single one of them. There's not even one switch that I didn't check when I done the EICR. I checked everything 100%. It's all plastic except the one light fitting, which is metal and class 1. So I'm going to just change that to a pendant. The tenants now know about no earth and not to put anything metal on anywhere as well. We've told them that. So other than that, what else we've got to do? Change the bathroom light fitting to an IP rated version. A few other little bits. Bonding, gas and water bonding. Basically I'm just going to take that out, start again. Right, as you can see, it looks like a mess, but this is where we're up to. I've just had to stick them in a stuffing gland. Yes, it's the same stuffing gland and they should be separate, but I've not got anything that I can do it with. So they're both going through the same stuffer. They are tight though, you can't pull the cables at least. And then I've had to use them cleats, sticky cleats, whatever you call them, around the side and around the back, just to get it away from asking to be pulled on from there. We've got a spur to power it obviously, and we've got a single socket that they want there as well, and then we've got the 5-core flex that comes up to this, and I'm just connecting this up now, so I just need some sleeving on them and ferruled the ends up. Obviously this don't require an earth, but if there's any gas fitters watching, stop cutting the earths out of cable and both ends and not connecting them. Leave it in the box. We won't cut it out, we'll connect it to earth, even though this don't need one. We'll stick one in. Okie dokie, let's get this show on the road. Why did I just say that? Oh god, I make myself cringe sometimes. As you can see, like I said, same stuff, I put the R-tight in there anyway. So we've just clipped that right round so it's out of the way of this area. I've now mounted that up, that's also clipped up the side there, up to that. And we've added the socket, and basically we've just got a 16 amp radial doing this circuit, basically just doing these two. That other cable there that I've just wiggled off, we don't need that one. It's not going to be connected, it's not going to be live, but I'll show you the other end of this cable and I'll show you why I've done that basically. But yeah, let's have a quick tidy up in here, and that's one little job done. So this is the other side of that the boiler that we've just done. So this was obviously some kind of immersion that's been repurposed, so it's got on, off, and then sink and bath. Clicks Colmore actually do still make them if you ever need to replace one, but we don't need to replace one. So what we're going to do is take this off, wiggle it through and blank it off, because it's unnecessary to have this here. So we're basically going to be sending the cable straight from the consumer unit to there, straight up to the boiler. And that's why we didn't need that other core, because the other the spare red that was at the top would have been one of sink or bath, whichever one you switched it to at the time. So we'll get rid of that one. Right, and there you go. So for the live and neutral, I've had to use them inline way-goes. Got a bit of a mixture going on here. Inline way-goes, pushing one for that spare, and an ideal for the earths. So I just need to put a blank plate on that, which should be in my little box of goodies that I've got. Let's get that on and we're done. Now isn't that much better? Well, it's just a blank plate. Next item that we've coded in this one is in this cupboard, and it's that twin and earth feeding this socket here. Could argue it's a C3, I've coded it C2 just because it's obviously, look, a storage cupboard and it's getting pulled straight through the back of that socket with no clips or anything, so to me that's a C2 just for that reason alone. So I'm just going to clip that round. It's all wood. They won't staple it round down the back end there. It won't get tugged on then, will it? This is the only light in the house that needs an earth, so we don't have any earth. So we're just putting a standard pendant up. Everything else, like I said, is plastic switches, plastic back boxes as well throughout the whole house, and things like pendants. It actually looks like someone's been round this house at some point and changed everything to plastic switches. Fairly new switches by the looks of it. So let's get this down, change it to a pendant. And that's that done. Dead easy. Next one, bathroom light, and putting one of these in. Just to give it a suitable IP rating in the bathroom. So change that one and get that done. Right, stapled that cable in. No more flappy cable in the way. Again, it's not mega neat, but I can barely reach in. As you can see, it's clipped all the way up to the top. It's out of the way. It's not going to get pulled on anymore. So that's that one. Next job on the list is going to be an awkward one, and it's replacing that cooker isolator back there. I'm going to change that for a new one. Reason being is that socket was getting mega high readings on R1, R2, high ZS, and it was the socket itself. So I'm going to just change it for a new one. Like I said, everything else in here seems to have been changed, the whole house. The only thing that wasn't changed was that. Like I say, even as you can tell, it's fairly new. Look, it's been cut around. Someone's pulled the paint off with it at some point. The only thing that's not been changed is that and that. There. Right, that's that sorted. Look, it's not even straight or anything. This is so tight in there. Back's killing, but I've done it. Do you ever start a little job like that and then just regret it instantly? Like, the second this came off the wall, I thought, I am never getting one of them back on. But it's on, it's done. Hopefully it tests out perfectly because I'm not doing it again. Right. Just pulling this bonding under there. Go on, pull that round. Right, well, that'll do. So, pulling that bonding in under the kitchen kickboard, so it's the only real route. So just taking it around the kickboards, and the gas and water is both under that sink, which is handy for us. Ryan's first fuse box. Let's have a look at it. Nice one, Tony. See you later, mate. That was just here now, so he's just been and put the fuse back in and all of that. I think he's done an alright job. A good job. I know he's listening to me next door. He's not working, he's listening. I think he's done a good job. I taught the lad well. We just obviously need the gas and water bond going on that new earth block there. Bit of labelling, a bit more testing, and we should be sorted. Nice work. Righty, that is the remedial works done and Ryan's first consumer unit done. So let's have a look. Trying to get some light in here. Obviously we've got a warning notice saying circuit number 6 lighting does not have the provision to earth metal equipment such as switches and all that. So it's all labelled up, all nice and neat, nice and tidy. Gas and water bond now goes through into the kitchen under the kit boards and is over hither. So I just doubled it over there, kept the earth continuous on that bit, brought it over to the gas. That is the main water stop tap, by the way. Yeah, that's that one done. Let's see. Slamming the bloody cupboards because I thought it was a soft close. You're seeing the boiler, that's all up and running, done. Light change for the bathroom. I didn't show you that, did I? No, never mind, done it now. Light change for the bathroom, landing to a plastic one. Blanked off this. Like I said, that weren't really necessary, but there was no point having the switches and stuff there, they weren't doing anything. So the boiler feed is basically just go straight up to the boiler and single socket next to it, and we clipped them cables in that cupboard. Nice lovely day. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'd be very appreciative if you would just subscribe and like the video. See you on the next one.